I'm Henry. We are going to do the mini energy update for the week of January 16th through the 23rd. All about awakening, courage, and anchoring in intentions. And so we are going to be doing this a bit differently than previously. We're going to have some tips and tools in general for people, but then also anybody who's going through trauma or some sort of loss and grief. There's going to be specific energy tips for that as well. And this is because if you haven't watched any previous episodes, I am currently in Los Angeles where we have experienced the fires. And so anyway, let's get into this. So this week invites you to step into alignment with your inner light truth and embrace the possibilities awakening within you. The energy supports moving out of stagnation and into inspired action, whether through new ideas, commitments, or projects. And so, as you navigate this heart opening period, listen deeply to your intuition and allow courage to guide you beyond self doubt and external influences. And if you've recently experienced the Los Angeles fires or any other trauma, the energy of this week then offers an opportunity for healing, recalibration, and renewal. Navigating trauma requires a tender balance between honoring your emotions and gently moving toward grounding and restoration. And so here's how you can adapt the theme and practices for deeper support during challenging times or just in general. So, first off, awakening and inspired action. So, this is for people who are currently not going through any kind of traumatic state. So, this is about awakening and inspired action. This is a time to recognize what is stirring within you. Ideas or feelings that have felt dormant may now gain clarity, presenting opportunities for renewal and forward movement. And so, the energy tip would be spend time in quiet reflection or meditation to tune into what is emerging. Notice where you feel excitement or curiosity. These are clues to where your energy wants to flow. If you are going through trauma, awakening and gentle renewal is what you are really focusing in on then. Trauma can leave us feeling stuck or disconnected. Also, too, you might be going through waves of loss and grief. So I had a grief crash the other night where all of a sudden I just felt so tired. I could not keep my eyes open. And I understood that, grief can be a very heavy energy and it can cause us to feel really tired. And so I recognized that it was a grief crash. And then it was in the afternoon. I then went and slept for 4 hours in the afternoon. And then I woke up feeling better. And so loss and grief can come in waves like that. But trauma can have us feeling stuck or disconnected, disassociated. So this week's energy encourages you, if you're going through a traumatic, difficult state, to gently reawaken your inner light and reconnect with what's meaningful, even in small ways. So the energy tip would that be start small. When you're going through something with loss and grief or something big like trauma, you want to focus on one thing each day that brings a sense of calm or comfort, such as a walk in nature if you can, if it's safe in your area. Because if you're in Los Angeles where the fires are, I would also recommend wearing a mask too, or listening to soothing music. If you are in a place that you can do so, or simply sitting in stillness. Also acknowledge your resilience by reflecting on how far you've come, even in the face of adversity. So really acknowledge your resilience on by reflecting on how far you've come, even in the face of adversity. And the next part of this would be heart opening and intuition. And so, again, this is for anyone who is currently not in a traumatic state or going through something really difficult. So, heart opening and intuition, the energy of this week emphasizes connecting with your heart's desires. Your intuition is your compass now, pointing you toward authentic alignment and creative expansion. So, the energy tip would be practice heart centered breathing around So you want to practice heart-centered breathing, placing your hand on your chest and maybe one on your stomach if that feels right for you. And then breathe deeply, focusing on the feelings of love, gratitude, and possibility. So practice heart-centered breathing, placing one hand on your chest, possibly on your stomach if that feels right. Breathe deeply and then focus on feelings of love, gratitude, and possibility. And then write down after you do that meditation, write down any intuitive nudges or dreams that arise during that time. And so then if you're going through any kind of trauma or any kind of difficult experience, then you want to do heart opening with compassion. So, heart opening with compassion. And so, with that, then, trauma can often create sometimes protective barriers around the heart, which can feel heavy. And so just know then this week's heart centered energy invites you to hold space for yourself with compassion, allowing emotions to surface without judgment. So you may have heard my dog in the background. We're just acclimating to our space again. And, she is, today's the first day, just like a half hour ago, where she's finally, reached for one of her toys. And now she's just having a moment to bark if you heard her. And it's all, she has actually been sleeping a lot since we got back. And so now this is the first signs that I feel like she's now coming back into feeling safe and secure back in our home space. And so again, even for the animals where, for the humans, trauma can create protective barriers around the heart, which can feel heavy. And so it can be for the animals too. And so this week's heart centered energy invites you to hold space for yourself as well. If you have any kind of animals or pets that you caretake for with compassion, allowing emotions to surface without judgment. And then the energy tip is practice self-compassion meditations. And also, if you do energy work, I definitely recommend doing dowsing and Reiki sessions. That has helped me a lot in terms of regrounding, realigning. But you can practice self compassion meditations, repeating affirmations like, I am safe, I am loved, I am healing. I'm safe, I'm loved, I'm healing. I am safe, I am loved, I am healing. So you can practice that self compassion meditation. I am safe, I'm loved, I'm healing. And then afterwards, journal or speak out loud to acknowledge your emotions, honoring them as valid and part of the healing process. And just know that you might be going through different experiences in terms of loss and grief. The next one is courage and truth. And so again, this is for anybody not going through anything that's really traumatic. So this is a powerful moment to overcome doubts and fears, trusting your inner light truth to guide you, letting go of worrying about others' opinions and focusing on what feels right for you. So then the energy tip would be repeating affirmations of courage. I trust myself to make bold and aligned choices. I trust myself to make bold and aligned choices. I trust myself to make bold and aligned choices. And then taking one small, courageous, inspiring action this week, no matter how minor it seems, that can really be beneficial. If you're going through trauma, courage in healing. So, courage in healing. Healing from trauma requires immense courage. I'm going to repeat that. Healing from trauma requires immense courage. And I'm also going to add patience too, because you want to be patient with the process. This week, lean into the energy of self trust and remind yourself that every step forward is a victory, that every step forward is something big. So every step forward is actually a victory. And then the energy tip is creating a mantra, and then repeating it and using it to support to anchor you into groundedness or alignment or both. I'm strong, I'm healing, and I'm moving forward at my own pace. I'm strong, I'm healing, and I'm moving forward at my own pace. I'm strong, I'm healing, and I'm moving forward at my own pace. And so, with that, my friends, that could also just mean, you might not even be perhaps like moving forward per se. It might just be that that even if you're staying in the same place, that you're beginning to process your emotions, process the loss and grief, process the trauma. And so that could be something, it doesn't have to be physically moving forward. It could be emotionally or mentally or both. So just know that it doesn't have to be physically per se. It could just be that you're bringing more spaciousness in regard to, the trauma, and you're starting to process it. So, use something that really resonates with you then. Also, share your feelings if you can, with a trusted friend, a therapist, or a support group to really lighten the emotional and the mental load to support you. That can be very, very, very helpful. Okay, the next one is anchoring intentions into practical goals. Again, this is for anybody who's not currently going through a traumatic state. So, anchoring intentions into practical goals. Intentions set earlier in the month are now ripe for grounding into inspiring action. However, this is also a time to honor divine timing and flow. Avoid forcing outcomes and instead align with ease and clarity. So, the energy tip is, break your intentions into smaller, actionable, inspiring steps. So break your intentions into smaller, actionable, inspiring steps. And then ask yourself, what really feels ready to move forward naturally? What feels ready to move forward naturally? And if you're going through trauma, then it would be grounding intentions for recovery and healing. So if you're going through trauma, grounding intentions for recovery and healing. Trauma can feel really destabilizing. So, grounding practices are extremely important. Use this week's energy to focus on creating small, achievable, inspiring goals that help you feel safe and anchored. And again, that could just be allowing yourself to start process the trauma, the loss and grief, reaching out to a trusted friend, going to a support group or therapist. It could be small steps like that. And it doesn't even have to be anything in the physical world per se. It could be just starting to process emotionally and mentally. And then energy tip would be, write down 3 small actions that you can take to bring stability into your day. And that could be small. It could be drinking more water to let yourself, support yourself in terms of hydration. It could be doing a 1-minute meditation. It could be even, maybe organizing a calming space. Or it could just be maybe sitting on the couch and watching a TV show that uplifts you. It does not have to be anything big. So, and then you want to engage in grounding visualizations, doing energy work, immersing yourself deeply to connect, supporting in terms of the earth and supported by its strength in terms of the grounding and the alignment. Okay, so then let's talk about tools and practices for this week. Again, this is for anybody not going through trauma. Daily intention setting, each morning writing down one intention for the day that aligns with your heart's desire. So do a meditation and then see what comes up for you. Grounding practice, visualize, sense, or being knowingness of roots extending from your feet into the earth, anchoring you as you move through the day with more focus and confidence. Energy clearing, doing energy work. Y'all, if I didn't have energy tools like Reiki and dowsing, I mean, I just think about how much it has helped me in the last week of going through the fires in Los Angeles. Again, it has really supported me in terms of processing, regrounding, realigning. And so I cannot encourage and recommend enough really learning the art of energy work and becoming and understanding that everybody's an energy alchemist. It's just understanding the tools. But energy work, Reiki or dowsing, quantum energy meditations, mindfulness meditations, Kundalini yoga meditation, also, smudging, salt baths, sound healing to release any kind of lingering stagnation, making space for clarity and inspiration. Mindful movement practices like yoga, qigong, help align your body and energy with the shifts taking place. Tools and practices for trauma recovery. So sometimes with trauma recovery, you can't necessarily do like mindfulness meditation right away, but chanting meditation you can. So you just want to see where you are in regard to what you're moving through. But self-soothing techniques for trauma recovery, again, using energy work, chanting meditations, breath work, if you can do it. Nervous system reset tools, aromatherapy can be helpful if that's something that resonates. Comforting physical sensations like wrapping yourself in a soft, warm, like blanket, cozy blanket. For me, it's been these cozy sweatpants that feel really good. Anything to help your nervous system regulate. Also, trauma sensitive movement, somatic experiencing, gentle stretches, yoga that feels restorative, even mindful walking, if you can, if it's a safe area, can help you release stored tension in the body. Also, safe places for creation. Designate a space in your home where you feel secure and at peace, and fill it with items that bring comfort, such as candles, if it's safe. You don't, especially, well, right now in LA, you don't really want to light anything like that. So let's nix that, because you don't really want to light anything, and it's kind of too hot too. But photos, meaningful objects, if you have them, or it could just be you just sitting in a safe space. Because again, if you've lost items in the fire, I'm so sorry. I have so much compassion for you. But you basically just want to create a safe space for creation that bring comfort for you. So it could just be you sitting there and being in gratitude that you're in a safe place. So let yourself see what calls to you. And then again, energy healing support. Consider practices like Reiki, dowsing energy healing, sound healing, visualization exercise to release energetic imprints of trauma and restore balance. So that is really key in terms of restoring balance. And then also trauma therapy, if that's something that resonates with you, I really would recommend then reaching out to practitioners that could support you. Okay, let's talk about journal prompts for reflection. Again, this is for anybody currently not going through a traumatic experience or through loss and grief. So, journals for reflections for them. What is awakening in me right now? What is awakening in me right now? What new ideas or projects am I excited to explore? What new ideas or projects am I excited to explore? How can I honor my heart's desires more fully? How can I honor my heart's desires more fully? And then, hold on one sec. Sorry about that, y'all. I just realized I needed to fix my camera on. Uh, it is what it is. Okay, so what can I honor myself and my heart's desire more fully? What fears or self doubts am I ready to release? Which intentions feel ready to be grounded into practical steps? So I am going to put the journal questions in the show notes, but here they are again. What is awakening in me right now? What is awakening in me right now? What new ideas or projects am I excited to explore? What new ideas or projects am I excited to explore? How can I honor my heart's desires more fully? How can I honor my heart's desires more fully? What fears or self doubts am I ready to release? What fears or self doubts am I ready to release? Which intentions feel ready to be grounded into practical steps? Which intentions feel ready to be grounded into practical steps? And then the journal prompts for trauma recovery are: what small actions help me feel safe and supported right now? What small actions help me feel safe and supported right now? What small actions help me feel safe and supported right now? How can I honor the emotions I'm experiencing without judgment? How can I honor the emotions I'm experiencing without judgment? How can I honor the emotions I'm experiencing without judgment? What is one small step I can take today to reconnect with my sense of hope? What is one small step I can take today to reconnect with my sense of hope? To support me doing that, I actually have a bracelet that says hope on it, and it's a Reiki charged crystal bracelet. And so I put that on today. And many years ago, hope was my power positive intention word. But I just felt like, you know what? I could use some additional support. And so I put on my Reiki powered intention bracelet, and just to support me. And so That's one small step for me that I took today to reconnect with my sense of hope. So, what is it for you? What can you do? So, what is one small step I can take today to reconnect with my sense of hope? Who or what brings me comfort, and how can I invite more of that into my life? Who or what brings me comfort, and how can I invite more of that into my life? Who or what brings me comfort, and how can I invite more of that into my life? How can I remind myself of my inner strength and resilience? So, y'all, this is a really important question because no matter what in this experience of humaning and lifing, things are going to happen. And it's not right, wrong, good, or bad. There's an isness to the business, and things are just going to happen. Great things are going to happen. Mediocre things are going to happen. Not so great things are going to happen. And it's really about you reminding yourself of your inner strength and resilience. And so I've had a lot of many different things that have happened to me in the course of my 50 plus years that I've been on earth, and I realize more and more that my strength, my inner strength and my resilience, it is so, so important be able to then reground, realign, and shift from, from that negative kind of experience and let yourself process the trauma to be able to shift into resilience and a space once again of hope, and let yourself reground. Because if you stay stuck in the muck of like, yeah, that was an awful, scary experience, your nervous system becomes so frayed even more. And then you're constantly in possibly that fight, flight, freeze mode. And you're constantly looking over your shoulder in anxiety. And so, really learning how to reset your nervous system, regrounding, realigning, and shifting from 3 to 5 year higher and bringing in safety is so important for the human. And so more so than ever, this was a very being in Los Angeles during these this epic like winds that were going from 80 miles to 100 miles per hour, and all the fires. It was a very scary situation. And what has helped me, begin to process the trauma, the loss and grief, and also reset my nervous system is my inner strength and resilience. And it's all from all these other experiences that I've had where I've just continued using tools. And so, how can you remind yourself of your inner strength and resilience? It is so, so important, because then, in order for you then to, if you're going to possibly rebuild or have a different forward movement, in order to do that, you have to re-strengthen your core and your connection to your foundation. And your foundation is your human body in terms of grounding and alignment. And so, I know it is not easy when you're going through something really traumatic and difficult, and I have so much compassion. Yet I also know how important it is to bring tools to the game and the situation to let yourself process the loss and grief, the trauma, and then when you're ready, reminding yourself of your inner strength and resilience, because that is going to make all the difference in terms of your human and moving forward in a beneficial way for you. So let yourself take time with these journal questions. Then intentions and affirmations for this week. These are just for anyone who's, not going through trauma. Here they are. You can repeat after me either out loud or quietly to yourself if they resonate with you. I intend also, everything is Reiki. So if you wish to receive Reiki, say, yes, I like to receive Reiki for the highest good. And then if you choose to use these intentions and affirmations, then know that every time you use them, you can also receive a Reiki boost if you wish to. If you just say, yes, I'd like to receive Reiki for the highest good, because I already set that intention for these to be Reiki. So here we go. Repeat after me if this resonates with you, either out loud or quietly to yourself. I intend to honor my heart's desires with courage and authenticity. I intend to honor my heart's desires with courage and authenticity. I intend to honor my heart's desires with courage and authenticity. I choose to align with ease and trust in divine timing. I choose to align with ease and trust in divine timing. I choose to align with ease and trust in divine timing. I commit to grounding my intentions into aligned, actionable, inspiring steps. I commit to grounding my intentions into aligned, actionable, inspiring steps. I commit to grounding my intentions into aligned, actionable, inspiring steps. I release fears and embrace my inner light truth as my guide. I release fear and embrace my inner light truth as my guide. I release fear and embrace my inner light truth as my guide. I trust the wisdom of my heart to guide me toward my highest good. I trust the wisdom of my heart to guide me toward my highest good. I trust the wisdom of my heart to guide me toward my highest good. I I am open to new possibilities and inspired action. I'm open to new possibilities and inspired action. I'm open to new possibilities and inspired action. I release self-doubt and stand confidently in my light truth. I release self-doubt and stand confidently in my light truth. I honor the natural flow of life and align with divine timing. I honor the natural flow of life and align with natural divine timing. I honor the natural flow of life and align with divine timing. So now these are intentions and affirmations for trauma recovery. Again, you can repeat after me either out loud or silently if you wish to. And these are Reiki. So if you'd like to receive Reiki, say, yes, I'd like to receive Reiki for my highest good. And then anytime you use them, you'll receive Reiki as well, if you wish to. Okay, here we go. I intend to honor my healing journey with patience and compassion. I intend to honor my healing journey with patience and compassion. I intend to honor my healing journey with patience and compassion. I intend to honor my healing journey with patience and compassion. I choose to create moments of safety and calm each day. I choose to create moments of safety and calm each day. I choose to create moments of safety and calm each day. I commit to small, nurturing actions that support my recovery. I commit to small, nurturing actions that support my recovery. I trust in my ability to heal and find renewed strength within myself. I trust in my ability to heal and find renewed strength within myself. I trust in my ability to heal and find renewed strength within myself. I am safe, I am loved, and I am healing. I am safe, I am loved, and I am healing. I am safe, I am loved, and I am healing. I am safe, I am loved, and I am healing. Each day I grow stronger and more grounded. Each day I grow stronger and more grounded. Each day I grow stronger and more grounded. I honor my emotions and allow them to flow with compassion. I honor my emotions and allow them to flow with compassion. I honor my emotions and allow them to flow with compassion. I'm resilient and capable of creating peace within. 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 Whew, y'all. All right, let's take a nice deep breath on all of these. And I'm just going to ask that Reiki ascend if you wish to receive. And let's just take a moment to receive Reiki, allowing anything that needs to be cleared, released, letting the light fill in the spaces for the highest good. All right, take another deep breath. All right, my friends. So, my friends, this week is a sacred opportunity to tune into what is awakening within you. And as you connect with your intuition, embrace the courage to move forward in alignment with your heart's desires, trusting in the timing of the universe, and allow whatever is ready to shift and grow to unfold with ease. With each step, you are creating a life of clarity, authenticity, and purpose. And if you're experiencing trauma, It's important to take things one step at a time. This week's energy supports gentle renewal, grounding, and reconnecting with your inner light. Know that healing is not linear, and every small act of care and courage adds to your strength. Trust that you're held by the universe as you navigate the path and allow yourself to rest in the knowledge that brighter days are ahead. You are not alone and you are deeply, deeply supported and loved. With that, my friends, before we go, let's just de-link. So say this after me if it resonates with you. I asked to break the links with this talk, I asked to break the links with Reiki, leaving only harmony and balance at either ends. I asked to clear any residual energies being held in my body as a result of these links. I ask that light fill all the void cells, rejuvenates, refreshes, revitalizes for the highest good with ease and grace in gratitude. In gratitude, my friends. With that, my friends, we are complete for now. Much, much love. Stay safe, my friends. And please be kind to yourself as we are moving through this time. Thanks for joining in.